Fans have been sad.
I caught her door back with a 50, she wanted the. She said, who? About to make me cancel this L. She said, hood is on, but she in a condo that her buddy on. Payment good, and she good as gone. Boy, you should've known. Calling me up on 50 phones, foot on all these. Never let them keep me on my tippy toes. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. Hey, yo, fresh out the
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the capital city of Colorado. Welcome to Denver and Empower Field at Mile High. We are about set for some football, and it's Joey Sly to kick things off. And off we go from Denver. Here comes the all-pro returner from last year, Rashid Shaheed. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Ready? 18, Pioneer! Hut!
From the 20-yard line, they'll throw right away. That is caught, and it's Troy Franklin. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
They'll run it for the first time. Here's Devontae Williams. Oh, no, right at the start, he loses the football. One of the Patriots has it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Let's go.
Now Dobbs. That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. He takes it all the way down inside the 2, sets up 1st and goal.
A great chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. He slams it in there, and he is in. Touchdown, Patriots. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. Joey Sly on now for the point after. He's got it. And the Patriots will take a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Slide to kick it away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. A first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
They'll go play action with Nix. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
I hope we all appreciate just how difficult it is to throw the ball that well while on the run. And the way they teach it, Mike, is kind of cool. They actually teach the quarterback to disconnect your upper body from your lower body. Just keep your feet moving, and however your arm times up, just let it rip. And he does it about as well as you can ask.
Go left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Troy Franklin, the intended target. And it'll lead to a second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And he will take this down, close to a first down. Pickup of 9. They've got him a yard short of the sticks. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
Check smash, check smash. Ready.
They'll try to run for it with Williams. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They find a way to convert on 3rd and 1.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
Ball sitting at the 7. 1st and goal.
Trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up 2nd and goal.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Street, street. Ready, ready. Cup 19, cup 19. Ready, ready.
Out of the shotgun, they give it to Williams. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. 3rd and goal coming up.
Set. Go.
Here's Nix to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Hubbard. Some determined running, but they're going to stop him short of the goal line.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos are on the board. It's 7-3.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run, and this is Ramondre Stevenson. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
Let's go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll find his man. That's Kendrick Bourne. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front. This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
18 Cardinal. Let go.
They'll stick with him again. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
They'll stay on the ground. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. To throw is Dobbs. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
On the give, this is Stevenson. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked up by Patrick Surtain.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20.
Here we go,
Here's first and 10. They'll run here. The former Canadian track star, Chuba Hubbard, will take it. And let's give him about 4 on that one. Kyle Duggar there to make the play. Here's 2nd and 6.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Hurt. Hurt. Right there. Right there. Hurt. Hurt.
Play action now. It's Nix. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. And Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18. Ready, ready. Hut, hut.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. A throw on the move is caught. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
First and 10 now from the 36. Shaheed in motion.
Set, go.
Nix now on 1st and 10. This one taken in by Chenault. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment.
Alert.
Here's
Alert.
2nd and 3 to go.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
On the give, it's Hubbard. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you can have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. And he's in! Touchdown, Denver.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes, just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. Takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and end result is still a touchdown.
A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now, faking the give. He gets that complete downfield to Slayton. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play to kick off this drive. 31 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Now a run on first down. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Okay, ready?
Dobbs. He connects with Gray on that one.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Here's third down and a few inches. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. Picked off by their rookie second-rounder.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Nix, now to throw it here on first down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
On the give, it's Hubbard. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming. Nix from the gun on third down. That's complete. Taken in by Franklin. That's his third catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
On first down, it is Hubbard. And he'll take this to about the 46-yard line. Kyle Duggar there to make the play. Here's a 2nd and 9.
79 Broncos.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. That into the hands of Hubbard. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
The ability to generate explosive plays is the greatest correlation with the ability to score points. So every defense nowadays is trying to say, cannot let them throw the ball over our head. What does that do? Gets you a little bit more depth in your drops. Makes it a little bit easier for some of these check down pickups.
Panther 60. 19 tight. 19 tight. Hey, check that. Street. Go.
Here's Hubbard. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
On the double.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! Huh.
Throwing. Nix. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Here's 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. To the ground, he'll get it again. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. The defense all over that. Met him in the backfield, stopped in his tracks. It sets up 4th down. And the Patriots ready to kick it away. Rashid Shaheed back to return this one. Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. Begins with a run by Hubbard. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready? 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Mustang 19. Ready, ready?
To throw is Nix. Open man downfield. It's Franklin. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone. Inside the 20. A big-time play for the Broncos. 52 yards. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Dragon 60. Go.
Shotgun snap, no run. Here's Hubbard. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Hurt, hurt. Go. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Hook.
They'll go again with Hubbard. And the Broncos have a first and goal forthcoming. Takes this down to the 5-yard line. New England going to take their second timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
Stephanie.
Back to throw is Nix. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Well, this goes no. Touchdown, Broncos.
And this is where it pays to have a strong arm to throw this sort of outbreaking route, Mike, towards.
And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. So now, after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. First and 10. Dobbs now to throw. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Here's Dobbs. That's going to be caught by Gray. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
60 by 6, 60 by 6.
Throwing, Dobbs. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for the night.
Here's a handoff to Hubbard. He's got space inside the 25. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. Next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's first and 10.
Come on, set. Ready,
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. To the goal line and in. Wide Franklin. Touchdown, Denver. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Lutz for the extra point. His kick is good. Broncos add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Ready! Go!
Now Dobbs. Open man there. It is Bourne. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
To throw is Dobbs. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. The Pats will stop it here. They'll use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Here we go, here we go!
Dobbs to throw. Ho-ho! Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
70 Lions! Come that team! Come that team!
So we come to halftime here in Denver, and the Broncos are out in front as we send you to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line.
On the set. Let's go. Hut, hut.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's to the right side and incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. He's got his running back downfield, and it's complete. They get 21 on that one. Good for a Patriots first down.
Having the ability to move your running back to the widest receiver, they call those the number 1 receiver, meaning he's the closest to the sideline. It really forces a defense to show their hand. Do we keep a corner out there, and I know it's zone, or do I move a linebacker or a safety out there, and now you tell the offense that it's man coverage? So the versatility and the chess piece that is the running back position, it could do so much to help not only the play caller, but also the quarterback.
Enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
We see this offense just continue to search for a spark. It's just this entire game, their execution's just been a little bit off. And now here in the second half, they find themselves down by multiple scores. They're going to have to connect on 1 or 2 of these big plays if they want to find themselves back in this one.
Patriots first down. That'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
Go!
He'll drop to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He is in. Noah Gray. Touchdown, New England.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. Shaheed now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go, set! 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles!
Get this drive started. On the ground, it's Hubbard. To the 45. Still going. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 76 yards. Touchdown, Denver. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Another run here with Hubbard. And he's into the end zone again. It's the octopus. He's got the long run for 6 and punches in the 2. All 8 points for good measure. So now after the touchdown, Lunt's going to send this one away. He'll start at the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Come on, set! Set, go!
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That is caught downfield by Douglas. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
We have to give some credit to the offense. They're doing their part as they try to claw their way back into this game. On their previous drive, touchdown. That big play now has them potentially on another scoring drive. If they can get some defensive stops and keep this up offensively, this game could start getting real interesting.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Ready.
2nd down and 8. Dobbs. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. Eric Stokes, the man there defensively to break that one up.
And And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. We got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he will score. Darius Slayton. Touchdown, Patriots. Sly now for the point after. It's up and good. And the Pats back within a couple of scores. It's 35-21. Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. Shaheed now to return it. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. A first down throw for Nix. Shaheed with the catch. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
So far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
We're going to run right over center with Hubbard. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half, and he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
They'll go play action with Nix. He lets one go. Looking for Shaheed. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Hubbard very strong defensively. It's second down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Let's go now. Set go.
Now Hubbard. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
On first down, it's right back to Hubbard. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. A good spot here. Second and a yard.
Liking 18.
They'll run with with the former Golden Domer, Audric Estime. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
Hold the ready. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready, ready.
Here's Nix to throw. Throw to the right flat. It is caught.
In a lot of offenses, Mike, these quick passes to the wide receivers really fall under the run category. Of course, they're going to go down as a forward pass, but to a lot of offensive coordinators in the league, it's a lot easier to pick up first and second down yardage on these quicks than it is to turn around and hand it off to your running back and count on blocking everybody.
Go.
Here's a toss left side. It's Hubbard. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Set.
Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up 3rd and 4. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. This one taken in by Chenault.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
Nix now on 1st and 10. The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. And this is taken in by the defense. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it, and which team does a better job taking it away.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Now they'll set up to throw. This one complete to Bourne. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. He'll look to throw. He connects with Gray on that one. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
So 2nd down, and they'll run it. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
Ready up.
Dobbs now to throw. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Well, the best screenplays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Here's Dobbs. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Just can't seem to get anything going on. Every ensuing snap, they just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. They've got to find a way on first and second down to stay ahead of the chains so third down is not so daunting.
Throwing, Dobbs. Downfield, he's got Bourne.
These comebacks, they require a lot of trust and timing from everybody involved. If the quarterback's a little too early, the receiver's not out of his break. But if the quarterback's a little too late, that's when disaster can strike. So give credit. Really well timed. Really nice job by both guys.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. He'll try to run for it. And he's going to pick up a Patriots first down. Well, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th and 1.
Fourth down. There's no throwing the ball away. There's no giving yourself up. If you're going to turn yourself into a runner, you got to go get it. And that's exactly what the quarterback does here. He's able to put his head down, put his body on the line, pick up the first down, and keep this drive alive.
Not much happening there, just a short game. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Dobbs. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ball game.
He's got it inside the 5. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the 4th quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. It wouldn't be
under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
To throw is Dobbs. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. To the end zone. It's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have it here as they'll start from their own 7.
Oh, and in that spot, Mike, that's just painful to see. If the throw's not there, you want him to just get rid of it. throw it 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get to fourth down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick, you come away with 0.
They'll run it here with Hubbard. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
Okay, break. Buffalo 18. Hut, hut.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here's a third down and 4. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
Oh, the coverage was great. They gave him no room to operate and made him pay for catching the ball. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Dobbs to throw. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the give, it's Hubbard. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Run with Hubbard. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment.
Let's go. Go.
Nick's gonna keep it on the zone read. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line.
Man, when it works well, the zone read is a thing of beauty. It just adds another dimension to this offense, and if the defense doesn't get a better plan, they're going to continue to do it all day.
Here's a chance to put this game away. 1st down and goal. The defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee.
Ready, set.
So mile-high salutes all around. It's a win for the Broncos. Their winning ways continue. They've yet to be stopped as they remain unbeaten in the month of November. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Broncos are winners. As we say, so long from Denver.
Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Slap, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down. Look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rake now. Need cheese, cash app, Venmo or PayPal. Pumped up to the max, I'm finna break down. Flow water, big trip, boy, this a gray cloud. Highlights, ball is life, my whole tape, wow. Big boss, hella chicken, I feel like Rick Ross. Why you going so damn hard? They got me off. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, D's. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If hit boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury. Luxury. Ha, these luxury. Ha, luxury. Ha, ha, they can't with me. Slow it. I ain't finna
let the beat drop, bring that back in. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean?